Z600 series motherboards may not be compatible with Intel Raptor Lake processors. Despite the fact that the Alder Lake series of processors turned out to be extremely successful, Intel cannot afford to rest on its laurels. Competitors are pushing, and it's not just AMD's constant attempts to take away a few percent of the market share. Recently, more and more noticeable losses due to Apple's decision to equip computers with processors of its own production. This means that you need to fight on several fronts at once, but also do not forget about tomorrow, because competitors are not asleep. It is known that in the fourth quarter of 2022, the line of processors of the 13th generation Raptor Lake will go on sale. It is expected that they will receive up to 24 cores, which will primarily increase the efficiency of small cores. There will also be support for faster DDR5 5600 RAM, and the overall performance will again increase by double digits, which should allow you to bypass the Ryzen 7000 series processors, which will go on sale around the same time. It is known that Raptor Lake will be based on the 10nm process technology, which according to the new marketing rules is called Intel 7, while AMD will release the Ryzen 7000 line on the 5nm process technology. In fact, it is too early to say who will emerge victorious from the confrontation, because in this case we are talking about those who today are the owners of Alder Lake processors and plan to replace them in 2022, leaving the motherboard unchanged. The fact is that there are too many differences between the lines. For example, the recently announced Z790 and B760 chipsets will support the digital linear voltage regulator function. It will reduce the processor power by 25%, but there is nothing like this on the 600 series chipsets. It is quite possible that the owners of motherboards are waiting for a big surprise. For example, either only flagship motherboards based on Z690 chipsets will receive backward compatibility, or none at all. BioStar has already introduced several names of motherboards for Raptor Lake processors. There are no revelations in this information, as there is no data on the backward compatibility of the 600 and 700 series chipsets. It is worth noting that so far this is only a rumor, although not without some grounds. For example, a similar focus was already carried out in the framework of the 10th and 11th generations, when most of the 400 series motherboards were left out less than a year after release, although there were no objective reasons for refusing backward compatibility.